I'm on a mission to find the best fish and chips in Canada, and this might be it. Welcome to Flavour Finds. I live in St. John, New Brunswick, not to be mixed up with St. John's. Fish and chips is literally everywhere in the Maritimes, and everyone seems to have a favorite. Growing up, whenever we would visit my Aunt Swanee in the UK, fish and chips is always something that we look forward to. It's been a favorite ever since. With so many iterations to choose from, it's gonna be really hard to narrow it down. So rather than trying to find the best fish and chips, I'm finding something that is my favorite fish and chips. We're going to 3 spots that I've never been to before. If at the end of the video you think there's somewhere else I should go, comment below. Also, don't forget to like, it actually helps the channel out a bunch. This is my criteria for fish and chips. The list may grow over time. Number 1, well-seasoned and well-cooked fish. Number 2, a light and crispy batter. Number 3, tasty chips. And number 4, just good vibes at the location itself. Vibes makes a difference. Bonus points if the place is well priced, if they're sourcing their fish locally, if they batter to order. I'm probably missing a few requirements here, but this is the starting point. All right, let's get started with location number 1. We're in Uptown St. John at the corner of Water Street and Duke Street. We're just outside of Area 506, and I was recommended Steamer's Lobster Company. I've been told that this place is like slept on when it comes to their fish and chips. I've lived here for 3 years and I haven't checked it out yet. Look at this blue lobster. He's pretty cool. The staff seems super nice. They got a great looking patio over there, and the inside is very maritime. Meet Bobby. He's been cooking here since 1999, and within a few minutes you can tell that he is one of the people who makes this restaurant so memorable. How long have you been cooking for, Bobby?
All my life.
That one's kicking. He showed us the blue lobster that the staff named after him, shared all kinds of stories from his years in the kitchen. Those conversations are part of what makes trying local spots like this just so much fun. For me, Steamers passes the vibe check before the food even hit the table. All right, the moment we've been waiting for, the fish and chips. $20 for 2-piece fish and chips. They use kind of like flour batter / cornstarch. The fish itself was cooked well, although Michelle's piece was a touch overdone. Batter started off nice and crispy, but by the time I got to some of the thicker pieces, it had softened a little bit. To be fair, that's probably on me. I spent a little too long filming before eating. The biggest thing that I think was missing from this fish was a little bit more salt. That would have gone a long way. The tartar sauce wasn't made in-house, but the coleslaw was excellent. It was tangy and fresh and full of herbs. I like the slaw. On the more vinegary side, there's a little bit of creaminess to it. It's got the like oregano herbiness to it with tang. But the real surprise were the French fries. They're Cavendish flavor crisp fries, so not hand cut, but they're seasoned with Bobby's own spice blend. I won't pretend to know what exactly is in it. It's got this savory, almost umami flavor that keeps you reaching for more fries. I usually lean towards a hand cut fry with fish and chips, but honestly, these are so well seasoned and crispy, I really didn't mind. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, turn up the flavor and watch your favorite shows on Flavour Network or stream it on Stack TV. So after our first stop, Steamers gave us a welcoming atmosphere, some surprisingly addictive fries, and a good, but not quite great fish and chips. The question is, can the next stop beat it? We're at our next location. This place has been on my radar for quite some time now. My friend, Every Dive Bars in New Brunswick, has been here. This is located in the north end of St. John. It's called Place 400. And in the parking lot below Place 400 is a spot called the Pub Down Under. Very aptly named. Their prices are insane. $8.50 for a 2-piece fish and chips. And I think you get to choose the batter. I feel like anything at that price point has got to be worth trying. I also had a wonderful interaction with the server who, when I called and asked her about the deal, she was very happy and very chipper. This just feels like a spot that locals go to. This could be my new favorite spot, but I have no idea. I'm down, let's do this. I'm not gonna lie to you, as I stepped up to this spot, I was a little sketched out. But walking through, oh my gosh, this place was packed out. Made my way to my seat, and looking at the prices here, it's true, everything here is so inexpensive.
I'm always nice.
They're doing the best they can. What can I get for you?
I gotta do the fish and chips deal.
You have to try it. They're amazing. Do you want the rolls or the beer powder? Or you can do one of each if you've never tried either. I usually recommend that for a first time.
I would love to try one of each.
So the only thing with the special is with the purchase of a drink, it does not have to be an alcoholic drink, bottled water pop.
All right, let's do a Diet Coke or Pepsi.
Awesome. Let's get that rolling for you.
Thank you so much. At the end of the day, this is sub $20 for a meal. Deals every Tuesday and Friday. It's not a hand-cut fry, it's a crinkle-cut fry. One of the more underrated French fries. If they're done properly, they can be really fun. I just love the vibe of this spot. It's always these like little dive bars and things people get excited for. They're not about the fancy setup, they're just about good, affordable, cheap food. Look at this, guys. Dear Jesus, thank you for this food. Thank you for this beautiful day. In your name, amen. Look at these. The fish. This must be the rolled one. $8.50. This is insane. I wonder if this is homemade tartar sauce. Spilling it all over myself. That's cool. If I was guessing that's not a homemade one, why don't we try beer batter? It feels crispy and hot. I like the crust on this thing. The outside is super crispy. You can kind of see the layer, the thickness of the batter. Maybe a little overdone. Batter's quite thick on this one. That's tasty. Try the rolled one. Ooh, this one feels a lot lighter. Ooh. This almost feels like a panko crusted one. I like this one a lot. The battering is much lighter. Not a hint of fishiness. Still crispy. I think between the two, I'm going for the lighter batter one. I'm having a good time right now.
How is everything here, guys?
It's super good. It's like the breaded one.
That's the breaded one, yeah. That one's my favorite. Especially in the summer, I like that lighter affair.
Where'd you guys get your haddock from?
I'd have to ask my kitchen
That's
manager.
okay. No worries at all. The ocean? I should have guessed. Got chatting with the table next to mine. This is a spot they come to every single week, and I totally get why. The price point is unbeatable, the service is great. No, it's not fancy, but this is like good, solid comfort food. I totally get it. After that, I just sat and enjoyed my fish and chips. That was a fantastic meal. Man, what a great spot. The value alone this is worth coming to. I have to say, I wasn't tasting anything in the oil that made it seem like they were using old oil. The fries were super clean, and so was the fish. It was a really good experience. My one downside is that they don't do hand-cut fries, and that would be my preference if I'm going to a fish and chip spot. Will the next location be able to do both? We are off to... We're in Grand Bay. We're at Eastbound Burgers. Internet, specifically Google reviews, has been like raving about this spot. This is like staple burger slash fish and chip spot in the area. They store some really good looking fish here, and Leith, the owner, has told me that they have some of the best fish and chips in the area. I'm excited. Let's go check it out. The last spot had really good fish, okay fries. Steamers had good fries, but okay fish. No spot has had both yet. Also, there has not been a homemade tartar sauce. Will Eastbound Burger be my new favorite? This place is so busy right now. We're here for the fish and chips. The chips are a little bit different. These are these like New Brunswick dollars. It's a very unique product. They basically cut discs. I think they cut them in half just to add some extra like texture and like more surface area. They batter them and then they do this like intense pressure deep frying. So they've got like a big machine back there. They dump the dollars in there and then they pressurize it. Creates this like crispy, wonderful, tender potato product. If you've never had the dollars here before, they're worth it alone. Holy crap, look at the fish. They get these massive fillets from Misty Harbor. Misty Harbor is on the west side of St. John. This fish is coming straight from the boats in Black's Harbor, New Brunswick. You cannot get fresher than that. They dry the fish well.
That's it.
They season it. Coat them in flour and this kind of like tempura-y, soda watery kind of batter. According to Leith, this style of batter comes from the East End of London, England. That is where Leith grew up as a kid, and fish and chips were what they ordered from their local shippy. That's what they call it over there. They do a first fry just to par cook them, and then second fry when the order comes in, just to get that nice crispy outer layer. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish both of these. This is like massive, massive portions. I got to chat with some of the locals. They even shared some of their dollars with me. Dump it in the gravy. All right. I don't know if you can see this. Oh man. How good. They left me this like little note. It says, "Welcome to the Maritimes, your dollar fries and gravy friends." And they gave me a tote bag. It says the Maritimes on it. How sweet is that? Literally all I've had today was like vegetables, just to like starve myself so I can enjoy this. And I am so excited. This thing is ginormous. I need a napkin with this. What the heck? Dear Jesus, thank you for food. Thank you for amazing people and amazing fish and chips. Amen. This is like a eat with your hands kind of thing. We're gonna do a little, oh, it's so hot. Holy crap, dog.
Oh yeah, I just had to.
Oh man. Very hard to dislike this. This batter is like actually very light and airy and crispy. And the fish itself is actually cooked perfectly. I feel like the batter separated a little bit from the fish. There's like a pepperiness to it, which I really like. This is such a solid fish and chips. But this tartar sauce is like, it's delicious. It's nice and creamy. Has a little acidity there to just kind of give you some lightness. I actually can't get over the quality of the fish though. It's so fresh. I don't think you can tell. This thing is steaming. It's glistening. There's beautiful batter here. Got to talk about the dollars. These things are delicious. This is crispy, tender fried potato. This beautiful homemade tartar sauce. Also, I don't know if it's a hot take. Potato products are better dipped in mayo. So, that's monster's good. Well done, guys. Well done. It's a small but mighty team. You know a spot is good when you see the owners getting in the trenches with the staff. Holy crap. There is no way I'm finishing that. Not just the staff, but even the patrons were friendly. I think that's what makes the Maritimes and the East Coast just one of the best places to live. Everyone is kind, everyone is friendly, and they make awesome fish and chips. That was great. I love fish and chips. There was a very common theme that I noticed amongst all three restaurants, and it didn't matter where I went. The kindness of Maritimers. Having lived out here for close to 10 years now, I never get tired of how friendly people can be no matter where you go. You're always gonna run into someone who is kind or generous or nice or all of the above. Back to the criteria now. My list of criteria was well-seasoned / well-cooked fish. I think Pub Down Under and Eastbound Burgers did a fantastic job. Number 2, light and crispy batter. Points again to PDU and Eastbound Burgers, they did a fantastic job. Number 3, tasty chips. Eastbound Burgers nailed it, and I think Steamers definitely gets a point for this for sure. And number 4, good vibes. All 3 locations had good vibes. They all get a point. But we also have bonus points. So did they do in-house tartar sauce? This has to go to Eastbound Burgers. They were the only spot that did a house-made tartar sauce. I was surprised that they were the only ones that did it, but I'm sure that there are other spots in St. John that do house-made tartar sauce. Out of the 3 that we went to, this was the only one that did it. Number 2, sourcing good local fish. All of the fish were haddock and all the fish were sourced locally. Bonus points for everyone. Battering to order. I know for a fact that Eastbound Burgers did this. The other 2 wasn't able to go back to the kitchens to see it. Well priced. Pub Down Under's gonna take it. $8.50 is an unreal deal for all of this. Which was my favorite? Drum roll. Okay, you already knew it was Eastbound Burgers, but I have to say Pub Down Under surprised me very well, and honestly, from a proximity standpoint, I think I'm gonna be going there more often than I realized. But Eastbound Burgers nailed everything. They had amazing chips. Those New Brunswick dollars were fantastic. Crispy light batter, well-cooked fish, and well-seasoned fish. This is the one that reminds me of my childhood trips to the UK. Thank you, Steamer. Thank you, Pub Down Under, and thank you, Eastbound Burgers, for letting me come into your space and film. I had so much fun making this video. Give a like and share and comment your favorite fish and chip spot in New Brunswick, preferably in the St. John area, just so I can go to it. I would absolutely love to check it out. That's it. I'm out.